Coach Kim is excited to give you a 45-minute workout for the legs for mature adults and beginners. So let's get ready. Perfect. Now that you have your chair by your side, you have some good sneaks on and that big smile on your face, we're ready to just warm up with some dynamic stretches. We're going to work all the muscles from the waist down during this workout today. So let's start with that right leg. I'd like you to anchor yourself on something steady, and we're going to do just what's called a nice little pendulum. Notice my left leg is standing with my knee is soft, just a nice soft knee. My right leg is just acting like a pendulum, going back and forth. And this is great, especially if you have hip issues. Super way to get that blood flow going. So keep going, you're doing a fine job. And notice how my body's nice and upright right here. Keep going, let's do 5 more. That's 4, that's 3, that's 2, and 1. Good, now we're gonna go to the other side. You're welcome to go on the other side of your chair, or just step away a little bit from the chair, and let's go ahead and pendulum with the other leg. Beautiful. It's just a nice, easy movement. Get the blood flow going, because you know that movement is medicine and motion is motion. So let's keep going here. Beautiful. Let's get 5 more. 5, 4. Doesn't that feel great? 3. You know, the hardest part is showing up. So I'm proud of you for making a great decision today. And 1. Good. And I'd like you to go ahead and march in place. Now notice with my march, my legs are up at a 90 degree, and some of you might have to just do a partial, that's fine too. You do what works for you. If some of you can do it without holding onto the chair, that's even better and more challenging. But if you need to hold on, that's fine too. So we are getting that blood flow going, getting ready to work this lower body. Keep marching, keep breathing. And whatever you do, yeah, keep smiling. Let's get 10 more. 10, 9, 8, 7. Land soft on those feet. That's 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very nice. All right, so on this chair, we're going to do an exercise called a squat. It's a very functional movement. You'll be using this movement for the rest of your life, and it's going to make these legs work the quads, the hams, the glutes. So I'd like you to stand in front of your chair. Your feet are about shoulder width apart, and I'd like both of your feet facing in the same direction. All right, we're going to get 10 squats in, a very functional movement. We'll be doing this every day for the rest of your life. Now, some of you need a little assistance to push up, to get up, and that's fine. But our goal is going to be able to do it with your hands out front. So notice how both feet are facing forward. They're about shoulder width apart, and I'm putting my weight heavy on the heels. And some people might need to sit a little bit longer before you stand. That's fine, but the goal is to be able to get 10 squats. Those of you that are more advanced, what I'd like you to do is just tap. So basically just tap and completely come back up. Much more challenging, just tap and up. Let's get 3 more. That's 3, you're doing a great job. Hands are balanced, keep that head forward. I don't want you doing this. 2, keep that head forward. 1, and rest. So let's go ahead and have a seat. I'd like you to sit at the edge of that bench or chair, and I want you to extend the right leg out so the leg is straight. Lean down and feel a gentle hamstring stretch. Keep that hamstring nice and stretched out. Pretty tight there, isn't it? And then come back up and let's switch sides. So flex your foot, chest up, lean down. It feels good to strengthen and to stretch. Beautiful. Good. Get ready. We're going to do a second set. So let's go again. Same thing we just did. Keep that head forward. Remember, look at something. Use your hands for balance. And you know what you can do? If you're still holding on a little bit to push, maybe do that for most of the reps, but then try 1 without. Build up. Next time you'll be able to 2 without. So again, just a tap and a stand. You're going to notice every day you're going to get stronger with this movement. Before you know it, boop, you're going to be jumping in and out of that chair. Here we go. You've got 4 more. That's 4, and this is going to help you with everyday movement. I promise you. So you're going to get stronger and stronger, and every day in every way is going to get better and better. Let's get 2 more. That's 2, and 1 more. 1, and stand back up. So you're in the standing position. I'd like you to step back where you were before. We're going to do a little quadricep stretch. The quadricep is this muscle here. And I'd like you to grab your foot, the same hand to the same foot, and notice how my knee is facing towards the floor, and I'm standing up tall. Now, some of you might struggle with this, and I recommend you go get an old necktie that's hanging out in the closet, or an old rope, and you can wrap that rope kind of around the foot and hold it up this way. And that will help those of you that have limited flexibility with this exercise. Hold and breathe. Breathe into your nose, out through your 5, and let's switch. And I would like you to hold on to something while you do this stretch. So let's go ahead, hold. Remember that knees facing down, your body's nice and upright. Grab that little rope or necktie, and you can use that on just the top of your foot there to do a little stretch. 5, 4, 3, 2, breathe in, breathe out. Excellent. Very nice, everybody. Perfect. All right, we're going to be working these abductors. Those of you that have hip and knee issues, today's a good day for you. We're going to work those muscles. So you're going to go out to the side and back. Notice how my body's upright. My standing knee is nice and soft. I call it spongy to the side. So this is an abductor. It's an outer leg lift. And you're going to work the hips, all the stabilizer muscles to the knee. Keep going. Perfect. Oh, I love it. Movement is medicine, motion is lotion. You're going to keep hearing me say that, and I want you chanting it because it's so true. You always feel better when you move. Your body's a machine. And I'm sure you've heard that saying, sitting is the new smoking. Up, out. Let's get 2 more for fun. Out. Let's get 1 more. Perfect. And let's switch sides. And remember, I want you to anchor yourself. Keep your body upright. Out and back. Beautiful job. Are you breathing in your nose, out your mouth? Whatever you do, don't hold your breath when you exercise. You always want to breathe. Good. Your tummy tight. You're going to sag that back. We're working this muscle right here. Let's get 3 more. And 2. And 1. Good. I'm going to give you a good stretch. So take that left foot over the right. The left foot's over the right. I want you to anchor yourself with your right hand on the chair. Take your left arm and lean to your right side. Lean. Oh, this is going to get some muscles we just worked. Feels good all the way from the shoulder to the side, down through this muscle that runs from the hip. So anchor and hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we're going to switch sides. Put that left hand on the chair. Take your right hand, or the right foot over the leg. Take your right hand and just a nice gentle stretch. Oh, it feels good to stretch, feels good to move, and I promise you, you're going to feel wonderful all day. It's going to flow downstream. No one likes upstream days. We like those downstream days. Breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth. Good. Now, I'd like you to stand behind your chair, anchor yourself, and if you want to challenge yourself, do this without even holding on. That's even better, but I want both feet facing forward, hip width. We're going to go up on the toes, down on the toes. This is called a standing calf raise. And obviously we're working the calves. So go up on the toes, down the toes. Make sure both feet are facing forward. Good. So I want to get where you guys can see me here. You're going up on those toes and back down. And again, hold on if you need be, if you feel like you're floundering. But balance, that's something, and you'll hear me talking a lot about this in some of these videos, because it's something that does not get better as we age. So it's good to practice that. So it's good to feel a little challenged, but if you feel like you're going to fall, definitely hold on. How those calves doing? We're still moving. We've got 5 more. 5. Keep going. 4. Keep going. 3. 2 more. 2. Up on those calves. And good. Got those lower legs. So put 1 foot forward. Get the other heel flat. And I want you to really push that heel flat. If you don't feel it on that back leg, move the foot back even further. Move that leg back. Breathe in through your nose, out through the mouth. If you have to hold on, that's perfectly fine. Breathe in, breathe out, stretch the calves. And let's switch, go to the other side. Get a nice big stretch. Put the weight, make sure both feet are flat. Get that back heel nice and flat. Breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth. You feel that in the lower calf? You probably feel a little bit in the hip. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. Perfect. So while you're standing, I want you to go ahead. We're going to take this top leg. I want you to lift it up at a 90 degree, and then I'd like you to bring it directly back behind you. And I don't want you leaning your body, so keep your body upright. So lift the leg, bring it back, and squeeze that bumper back there. Good old Jack LaLanne, Godfather of Fitness, used to call this the back porch. So we're squeezing the back porch too, which is basically your glute, your butt cheek. Bring it back, that's 3. Hike the hip up 90 degrees. And 4. Oh, your motion is lotion is moving. Keep going. 5. We're working the hips, you're working your bum. 6, you're going to activate a little bit of that lower back. And you notice the lower back feels better when as the day goes and things get moving. So that's telling you, take this medicine every day. Kick back 9, you'll feel better. Bring this back. Good, let's go the other side. And remember, if you can get in the pool, go for a swim, walk, or a bike ride, do something every day. That would be fabulous too. 30 minutes would be perfect, and you could do 10 minutes in the morning, 10 minutes at lunch, 10 minutes in the evening. You could do 15 in the morning, 15 minutes in the evening. You don't have to do 30 all at one time. You do what works for you. This back. Let's go ahead and get 4 more. Hike it up and back. I hope you're on that other leg like you saw me switch there. And that's 3. Hike it up. And that's 2. Let's get 1 more. And 1. Beautiful. Let's take this right leg. I do want you to anchor yourself. Put it on top of the left knee, on top of it, and sink into what's called a number 4 stretch. See how it looks like a number 4? And I'm just a gentle sink. Where do you feel this? Oh, yep, that back porch, and you're gonna feel it in the hip, and it actually feels pretty good. So just a gentle push. My right hand is on my right knee, and breathe. And my left leg is slightly bent. Now I'm gonna switch and go to the other side. So put my left foot on top of the right knee, just gently sink into it like a little mini squat, and I'm pushing down. And if you could use your other hand to push, I happen to be using it as an anchor, and it's fine. Hold the stretch. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Now I have a couple more lower body exercises I'd like to do with you, and we're gonna sit back down on that chair. So the first one I'm gonna do, we did some standing calf raises. Now we're gonna do seated calf raises. What does work a little bit different part of the calf, but you're gonna go up on those toes and then come back down. Go up on the toes. So make sure that back is nice and flat. Some of you might need a little pillow or towel back there. All the way up and down. And then you lift up on those toes. I really want you to squeeze and contract the calf muscle. This is where the lower calf, up and down. You can put your hands on your knees, apply a little bit of pressure to make it a little tougher, and that's fine. All the way up. You're gonna feel those calves. All the way up. Keep going. Your whole lower body's gonna love this. It's gonna make you stronger and fitter. Perfect. All the way up. Let's get 5 more. That's 5. Go up on those toes. 4. Are you thinking about those calves right now? 3. They're thinking about you. And that's 2. You got 1 more. And 1. Very nice. Let's just shake that up a little bit. Beautiful. Kind of just tap, tap, tap. Keep moving. Keep moving. I don't care what you're doing, but you gotta keep moving. Now, I want your back flat. We're gonna lift up. Right leg, I want you to flex that foot towards you. Put your hand on your quadricep. Your quad right here is your thigh. I want you to really feel it contract the muscle. Come down, let the heel tap. Lift up. Those of you that might have knee issues, these are great exercises for you. Come back down, because it's going to strengthen all these muscles around the knee. Your doctor would love you doing this, and your therapist. So you're going to lift up, squeeze. Now notice how my toes pointed towards me. Flexing that quadricep. There you go. Lift up again. And that's 6. We're going to do a total of 10. All the way up. I'm definitely not known for my counting. 7. So you can either count your 10 yourself, or just we're going to keep going until we feel this. That's 8. We've got 2 more. Flex that foot. 9. You've got 1 more. And hold it up. Hold it up. Hold it up. Feel it. Feel that muscle, and it's going to get stronger. It's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And let's switch up. Lift up the other leg. Up. Come back down. Lift. 2. Is that foot flexed? We're on the other leg. Your back is nice and flushed up. 3. Your foot's facing up towards you. And 4. Put your hand on your leg so you can really feel that muscle working. Oh, and this is going to do nothing but help you every day, I promise. 6. Keep going. We're going to get a total of 10. 7. Hold on the quadricep. 8. A couple more. 9. Another one. And 10. Good. Let's shake it out. Shake it out. Beautiful. Now, I'd like you to go up on those toes. See how the toes are lifted? Down and up, kind of like you're being impatient. Oh, you're waiting in line to purchase those fruits and vegetables that you've been thinking about all day today. That's what we're doing. Up and down. You hear me talk a lot about nutrition too, because exercise is king. Nutrition is queen. And together it does make a kingdom. So keep going up and down with those feet. Up, up, up. You're feeling a little bit? Yes, in this area right through here. Let's do 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. All right, I want you to breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth, and give me a little tap, tap, and shoulder shrug. Oh, how's that lower body feeling? Oh, you feel stronger now than when you first started. You did a great job today. It's lunge time. I didn't say lunchtime, I said lunge time. So those of you that might have a little bit of cranky knees, what you can do is limit your range of motion. And even if you limit your range of motion, you still feel some pain. Just nix it, and you could always resort to a body weight squat in lieu of the lunges. So we want to keep you safe and want to give you a great workout at the same time. So we're going to start. You're going to be facing front. So both feet are facing front. Your hands on the waist is fine. Some people like to hold them out in front. And I'd like you to take a nice big step to the side. This is called a lateral lunge. Now see how that leg is bent? That outside leg, I'd like it to push off with that leg. Then you're going to alternate, go to the other side. A lunge and a push. Now those of you that the knees are a little cranky, you can just do a little lunge. You don't have to go deep, and push. So this is a lateral lunge, obviously working the legs a little bit more. You're going to feel in the quads, a little bit more on the sides, and it's going to get that heart ticking. And a healthy heart's a happy heart. So keep going. Big lunge. If your knees are not cranky, I want you to take an even bigger step. And as I mentioned before, this kind of movements, if you're breathing heavy, that's very normal. So you're getting your legs involved, and that's what's going to get that heart rate up. These are your big, large, beautiful legs. So the bigger the muscle, the more it's going to get that heart rate up. That's why activities that use just the upper body, the heart rate is elevated as the lower body. So big step. Now this will get easier as you perform it. Now, is one leg straight? A common mistake people do is they keep both legs bent. Now remember, one leg is bent, one leg is straight. Let's get one more. And boom. Okay, perfect. Shake it out. I know I'm feeling a little winded. Are you? Beautiful. All right, so I'm gonna do this one right here. I want you to put your feet shoulder width, sink into the legs into a little iso squat, head forward, and I want you just to kind of get a little punch. So I'm working that core. Keep going, tummy tight. We're throwing a little core in here because you're gonna be going lunges next. So I thought, oh, is a little in between. We're gonna work this. So keep your tummy tight. That's 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And when I say keep that tummy tight, it means almost like somebody gave you a sucker punch and you're pulling that belly button in the spine. Okay, next one is gonna be a reverse or rear lunge. You're gonna step back. Now, if you need a chair, you can hold onto a chair. It makes it much, much easier. And if you're a little bit more advanced, then you don't need a chair. So, I don't have one with me, but if you need one, please go get it. Now's a good time. You're gonna step back. Let's go with the right foot. You're gonna lunge back. Make sure it's a big step back, and then step forward. Let's alternate each leg. Now, are both feet facing forward, like railroad tracks? Are you taking a big enough step back? And then take a nice big step where you're dipping that back knee back. Now those with cranky knees, you can just step back and step forward. So notice I'm not going as deep into that lunge. It should not aggravate your knees. And again, if it does, we'll just get rid of that exercise. Better to be safe than sorry. Sometimes as we age, I like to tease and say our warranty's starting to run out. Well, if your warranty's starting to run out, your knees are cranky, then we listen and do the exercise that works for you. Some of you said, hey, I got an extended plan. I'm good to go till I'm 110 years old. And that's great. You keep going, because moving is how we age well. You want to keep moving. All right, keep going. Oh, I know you're feeling this. Heart rate's ticking. We've got 2 more. 1, and your hands can be on your waist, forward, whatever you're comfortable with, and rest. Good. I'd like you to extend that right leg out. Keep the right leg straight. The left leg has a slight bend in the knee. Extend down towards that right leg. Notice how my foot's flexed up. Where do you feel this? In the back of the leg. Hold that stretch. We're letting that heart rate come down, and we're giving those hamstrings a nice little stretch. And let's switch. Go to the other side. Get that heel down, chest up, lean into it. Ooh, I know you're feeling this. This feels good, doesn't it? And that's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Now, I want your feet pigeon-toed. You're probably saying, why am I going to be pigeon-toed? I got teased like that as a kid. Well, guess what? we're gonna do calf raises, standing calf raises. And when you have your feet at different angles, it works different parts of your calves. And these lower legs are very important. This is also good for strengthening those ankles. So turn the feet slightly in, just a little bit. Keep the legs straight. You're gonna go up on the toes, down on the toes. Now, if you have a chair nearby, maybe your balance is a little bit off, that's fine. Put that chair right next to you and hold on to it with just one hand. So all the way up, down, up. Oh, don't let those toes turn out. We're keeping them in. Keep going. Uh-huh. This is good stuff right here. Up on the toes, down on the toes. Up on the toes, down on the toes. Now, before we did with the feet straight, now we did that in the beginning. Now we're gonna be doing feet in, and then we're gonna be doing feet out in just a little bit. So come up, down, down. One more, up and rest. Good. What I'd like you to do is just kind of roll that ankle a little bit in both directions. If you need to hold on to your chair, please use that chair near you, and then switch, other side. Oh, I want you to, this is also good for balance, by the way. We happen to be doing some ankle rolls. Do you notice you're standing on one foot right now? And it's okay if you have to hold on. Now, turn those feet out. Turn them out. And you're gonna go up on the toes, down on the toes, up on the toes, down. So the feet are slightly out. Good. Perfect. Keep going. Up, up. So toes are out. I know you're feeling this in the lower leg, your calf. It's good. We don't want to neglect any of these 600 muscles today. All the way up, but we are focusing on the waist and down specifically. So this is getting those lower legs. Let's get 3 more. And 2, and 1. Good. Kind of shake that out a little bit. Beautiful job, everybody. How you feeling? Whew. Now we're going to do a little movement called a curtsy lunge. So on the curtsy lunge, you're welcome to have a chair nearby if you need a little assistance. But who wants to work that back porch? Most of us like to work that back porch. So you're going to take right leg, you're going to come back behind you into a little dip, like a little curtsy, and then come back up. Then we're going to alternate. Down and back up. Those with cranky knees, you can just step behind and then come back up. You can step behind and come back up. Those of you with healthier knees, dip and then stand. Remember, dip, stand. Are you feeling this and all those little interesting muscles back here? I hope so. It feels good to work this area. And again, if you haven't done this exercise ever, I suggest if you feel like you stop right now, the rest of us, we're going to keep going for a few more reps. So keep going. You can build up to doing this where we're doing the full rep count. Because some people do get a little sore from exercise. Typically, most people, delayed onset muscle soreness happens 2 days after a workout. So just think, whatever the day is today, 2 days later, if you're new to exercise especially, let's get a couple more. Or if you haven't worked out in a while, maybe you took a little break from it. Let's get one more rep. One more, and rest. Good. We're gonna do a little stretch here. If you have your chair, you're welcome to hold onto a chair or a wall. If not, more advanced people, put one foot on top. Sink in. Oh, we are gonna do that number 4 stretch. Hold the stretch. Beautiful. So again, delayed onset muscle soreness is totally normal. And the more you exercise and the stronger these muscles get, those fibers are gonna get stronger. I know it's kind of weird because they say the muscle fiber tears down, and that's what makes you sore, is these little tears in the muscle fibers. It's actually a good thing. That is what makes, I'm not saying being sore is good, I'm just saying it's a good thing. Our body knows how to repair and heal itself. So that's why rest and recovery is so important. Eating well, come back, beautiful. All right, so what I'd like you to do is put those feet actually slightly pointed out. My wine drinkers out there, anybody out there drink wine? This is called a goblet squat. So do you know what a goblet looks like? Boop, let me show you right here. If you happen to have a dumbbell, maybe something anywhere between, I'm gonna say 3, maybe even up to 8 pounds. Put it right here, you're gonna go down, you're gonna go up. Now I'm doing a sumo goblet squat. My feet are slightly pointed out, my head is forward, down. This is targeting those inner thighs. Yes, you're gonna be thinking about Coach Kim in a couple days. Down and up. And hopefully think of some happy thoughts of how strong, and fit, and healthy you are. Down and up. Oh, how's that heart ticking? I know, it's gonna get easier, I promise. Just keep with me. Good. Let's go ahead and get 4 more. And the deeper you go, the more you're gonna feel it. If knee pain, just limit your range of motion, and you can do it without a weight, like me. Oh, let's get 1 more for fun. 1 more. Beautiful. All right, shake that out. I know you felt that. So breathe in your nose, out your mouth. Last one, everybody. Breathe in and breathe out. This is a great little body-mind exercise because we're gonna integrate a little bit of upper body with the lower body. I'm gonna take my opposite hand behind my leg. I'm just touching that heel. So see what I'm doing? My arms are up, my palms facing down, my head is forward, and I'm touching my opposite. You can slow the pace down if you need to, but this is great for moving that body. It's a little cross motor movement, which means what? Woo, we are firing up your brain like you're doing a crossword puzzle. So keep going. Doing a great job. Let's get a couple more. And rest. Good job, everybody. All right, you've got that chair handy near you. This is gonna be a great starter. I'm gonna do what's called a little stationary lunge. So I want you to hold on to something near you. And those of you that are a little more advanced, you can push that chair out of the way, that's fine, but it's nice to have it handy. I'd like you to put your left foot forward and your back foot a nice wide stance, and you can always reposition if you need to. So make sure both feet are facing forward like railroad tracks, and you're gonna bend that back knee, and you're gonna stand back up, and use this for a little stability, and that's fine. Some people might even have another chair on the other side. So you're gonna dip, and you're gonna come up. Now advanced people, you can go down a little bit deeper. Make sure the front knee is not going over the toe. Those of you that might have some cranky knees going on, just a little dip and up, just a little dip. If you feel pain, boop, let's get rid of it. You can just hang out with squats instead of lunges. So a little stationary lunge, static lunge, you're going down and up. You're gonna feel this, oh, you feel that in the quadricep already, don't you? And as you do this, you're gonna be able to get stronger, more fit. Love it. And I love it when you're building these muscles. It's gonna help you with everyday life. Perfect. Now let's switch sides. So we're gonna put the other foot forward. Make sure you have a big enough step back. It's almost like both your legs are at a 90 degree. If some of you are lucky enough to have a mirror next to you, you can take a peep and make sure that that knee is not going over the toe, that both feet are facing forward. And again, just a little dip, bad knee, or just forget this exercise altogether. So down, up. Got that heart ticking a little bit. Anytime you do using the large muscle groups like your legs, that's what gets the heart rate up. That's why when I say walk, swim, bike, do things aerobically, which by the way, we need to be doing 150 minutes a week of moderate aerobic exercise and a minimum of twice a week of resistance training. That would be great. And rest. Whew, how those legs feeling? Ready for a little stretch? Hold on to that chair, grab the same hand, same leg, that knee is pointed down. Feel that in the quadriceps. Sit up tall. Some of you, as I mentioned before, might need to grab a rope or a necktie, and you just kind of wrap it around the top of the foot there, and that can assist you. Hold the stretch, breathe. Out. And then switch sides. So again, grab your foot. If you have a little necktie or a rope, wrap it around the top of your foot here. Feel a good stretch. 3, 2, and 1. Good. I'd like you to go ahead and get sideways to the chair. I'm standing sideways so you can see me on this one. I want you to hold the chair with both hands. You're gonna have both feet facing forward, so your feet are shoulder width. Go into a little iso squat. So you're sticking that butt out and go up on the toes, down on the toes. Oh, we're hitting a lot of action here because you're gonna feel that in the quads, the hammies, the glutes, and the calves. So holding on. Those of you that are more advanced, you wanna do it without holding on. Oh, more power to you. Good for you, but a lot of us have to work up to that. So let's keep going. Up on the toes, down, up. This is a tough one. I know you're feeling it. Hang in there. Woo! Getting stronger, fitter, building that bone density. Let's get 2 more. 1 and 2. Beautiful. So let's do a little stretch. 1 foot forward, get the other foot back. Push against the chair. If you have a wall, you can push against the wall. Get that heel nice and flat. If you don't feel it in that back calf, take a bigger step back. Get that heel. Is that heel flat? And let's switch sides. Go to the other side. Get that heel nice and flat. Now I'm going to show you a little bit of a different stretch. Very similar. So go back to the original leg for me. Get the heel flat and bend that knee slightly. So make sure that that back foot is nice and flat. And then switch sides. Now, bend the back knee, but keep the foot flat. You feel this a little bit in the lower legs. A little different, isn't it? Great stretch. Perfect. Oh, feels wonderful, doesn't it? All right, let's shake those legs out. Oh, those lunges are tough. If you could do another set of those stationary lunges, that would be great. So we're gonna do some floor exercises next. All right, so speaking of butt, we got more butt work to do. So let's spin over. We're gonna get on our backs. I would like your feet flat. Notice how my feet are about shoulder width apart, my knees are bent, or my legs are bent. Nice and comfy. Some people feel more comfortable putting a little pillow under your head, that's fine too. But we're gonna do a little bridge movement. So what I'd like you to do is see those heels on your feet. I want you to push with the heels, lift the bum up in the air, and hold. And you're gonna feel this in that posterior chain, which is your hamstrings, your glutes, your lower back, and gently let it roll back down. Your hands can be by your side. Some people prefer to have, on top of your body, whatever you're comfortable with. Lift up, squeeze, good. And some of you that are a little bit more advanced, you like to put a little dumbbell, maybe something 3, 5, even 8 pounds on top of your belly, you're fine. Some of you might even have a grandkid about that. Maybe you have a 15-pound baby, or a grandbaby or great-grandbaby. Put them right here, great weight, and they love to play with you. Come back down, pushing with the heel, lift up the bum, hold, come down nice and slow. This is called a bridge or a glute bridge, because as I mentioned before, you're working that whole posterior chain. Beautiful, great exercise for that whole body back here. Lift up, and I want you to hold it up. Now hold it up, you can do this. That's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Could gently lower that body. Pull the left knee into chest. Hug the knee toward you and rotate the ankle in both directions. Very nice. Good. Switch the other side. I like to keep the hips and back all good and stretched out. Very nice. All right, so guess what we're gonna do? A single-legged bridge. This is a little bit more advanced. If it's too advanced for you, go back to what we just originally did, which was the glute bridge. But I'd like you to put your right foot or your left leg out with your foot flexed, your right leg staying in that bent position. Push with the right heel, lift up your bum, and then come back down. Oh, this is a little tougher, isn't it? I want you to at least try it for me. 2, come back down. You're gonna feel a little bit more in that hamstring, the back of the leg, lift. 3, and especially it's tired from what we just did earlier. Keep going, up, come back down. Oh, you've got this, only a couple more. Up, and again, if this is too challenging, go back to what we just did, the regular bridge with both feet. Up, and back down. Let's switch sides. So put your foot, your other leg out, lift up, and back down. Now, if this one's too tough for some of you, that maybe is the goal. You're gonna be able to do it. You gotta work up to it, all the way up. Do you ever hear that saying by 𝘿𝙤𝙬𝙣𝙬𝙣𝙬 It says, the journey of 1,000 miles begins with the first step. Have you ever heard that one? Well, by you getting started and you doing something consistently, that's your first step. You'll be at 1,000 miles in no time. All the way up, come back down. Good, let's get 2 more. Here we go, lift. I'll give you a good stretch after this, you've earned it. Up, back down, good. Let's put one foot on top of the other. So I happen to have my left foot with my left foot on top, hanging out on my right leg. And I'm gonna put both hands behind my right leg. I'm gonna connect my fingers and I'm leaning back. Oh yes, you're gonna feel it right through this area here. Deserves a good stretch. And then switch sides. So put the other foot on top. I want you to connect your fingers if you can. And some people can't, it's too challenging. That's fine. You can just keep it right here and just kind of do a gentle push. We all have different levels of flexibility and fitness. That's okay. We work with everybody here. And rest. Good. So this next one, great for those that have knee issues. I want you to go ahead and flex your foot. Lift your leg up. Now notice I have it about equal with my other leg. Come all the way back down. So lift up, 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 and back down. Beautiful job. Keep moving. Lift. So those, again, that have knee issues, this is gonna strengthen all the muscles around the knee. So it's a superior exercise for you. All the way up. This is gonna help your muscles get stronger. So notice how my foot's flexed towards me. You're gonna feel that in the quadricep on top, as well as the hip flexor. Let's go ahead and get 2 more. Lift. Notice how my neck's relaxed, my shoulder blades are down. And switch sides. So flex that other foot. Lift, lower, lift, and lower. Good. Keep flexing that foot. Beautiful. Oh, you're doing a fine job. Keep going. I'll tell you, movement, I say it all the time, and you're going to keep hearing me say it. Movement is medicine. Motion is lotion. So it's great. It works every part of your body. Even on a cellular level, this thing called exercise, it truly is your fountain of youth. So keep moving. Let's get one more. Beautiful. Put your feet together. Let's do what's called a little butterfly stretch. So notice how my feet are facing each other. The closer you have your feet to your body, the harder the stretch. You just gently push down. You're going to feel it open up the groin. It's a nice hip opener. Beautiful. Now let's do a little rocking motion. Doesn't that feel nice? It's like a release. Even your lower back likes it. All right, so hug those knees to chest. Connect your fingers. Pull those knees into chest. Oh, boy. That's just like a nice balm, isn't it? Hold that stretch. And that's 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now, we're in a sideline position, and some people like to add a little pillow under their head or extend their arm out. Some folks might even want to sit up in this position. That's fine. I just don't want you to have any neck pain. So make sure that your head's relaxed. I'm sitting up so I can watch you right now. But make sure that knee is underneath your top leg. You're going to flex that foot. We're going to work this area right here. And those with hip and knee issues, these are exceptional exercises for you. So again, you don't have to sit up like I'm doing. If you want to go ahead and lay flat, I encourage you to do that. So take this top leg, and you're going to lift up, and you're going to come down. Just like this. That's perfect. Excellent. And we're working these abductors. Again, these are all the stabilizer muscles to the knee. Up and back down. Beautiful. And again, you can extend your arm out. I happen to like to be looking and talking to you. Make sure you're right on task, which I know you are. You guys are exceptional students, and I love working with you. So keep up the good work. Flexing that foot, because you know what? Hard work gets great results. I see it and hear it every day with my line of work, and I have to tell you, I get really jazzed when I hear people say, my sciatica pain went away, or I was able to lift the big bag of pet food myself, or I was able to squat and lift the recycling bin, or whatever it might be. I love hearing that. Or am I able to keep up with my grandkids and my great-grandkids? And I feel better. And that's what it's about, is finding your why, because you showed up for a great reason today, and I'm proud of you for that. So keep those legs moving. I know you're feeling it. Now I want you to rest. Good. Stack those feet on top of each other. Okay, we're going to do a little movement called a clamshell. Exceptional exercise for the hip and glute. Those that might have a little mini band, if you want to, those are little bands that you can purchase online. I'd like you to go ahead and wrap it around the top of the knee, but that's only for those advanced folks. Most of us, we're going to do it just like this. Stack your feet together, and you're just going to gently come up and back down into a little clamshell position. Good. And again, you have your arm extended out, a little pillow under your head, and you're going to be feeling it right through these areas. And as you strengthen these muscles, you're going to notice it's going to help you with everyday life. Perfect. Things are going to get a little easier. Moving is going to get easier. Getting up in the morning, less aches and pains. And that's what it's about. We want to be pain-free. We want to age well. Keep moving. Oh, little clamshell. You feeling that in this area right up in here? Then you are spot on. So keep moving. Keep going. You've got this. No stinking thinking. One more. One more. Beautiful. Good. So just kind of shake it out. If you can reach behind you and pull that leg up, that's fine. Some of you don't have that flexibility. That's fine too. You can just kind of hang out with a smile on your face. So I'd like you to go ahead and stack those feet again. Remember, that body needs to be in perfect line. You're going to flex that top foot, and you're going to lift and lower again. Lift and lower. We're doing a second set here, and I know it's getting tired. You're feeling it. We've got this. You're getting stronger and stronger every day and every way. It's better and better. Perfect. Keep going. Oh, I know you're feeling it. Now hold this up. I want you to bring that knee in and push it out. The other hand can be used as a stabilizer right here. So just to kind of help you from flipping and flopping, and you're pushing it out. Bring that knee in. Push it out. Good. Let's get a couple more, because I know you're feeling this. And beautiful. All right, stack those feet. You're feeling it. I know if I'm feeling it, you're probably feeling it too. And those of you with those mini bands, if you happen to have those, remember they go above the knee, and this will definitely intensify it. So you have to build up to doing things like that. Back down. You probably won't do as many repetitions as we're doing here. And notice my feet are together, and I'm doing a little clamshell. Now on the next exercise I'm going to be doing after this, you're going to need either to roll up a couple towels together, a pillow. You can fold the pillow in half. I'm going to be using a little bolster, but we're going to be using this. You'll be so much more comfortable if you do. All the way up. Let's get one more. So we're going to go on to that right now. So I'm going to go ahead and grab mine. I'm going to grab my little bolster here, and I'm going to put this, I'm going to get in that same position stacking my feet, but I'm taking that top leg, and I want everyone to notice how it is stacked so that my leg is not dipping down too low. Do you notice how it's in line with my body? My other leg that you can't see right now is extended out straight, and I'm going to lift up that top leg and lower. My leg is straight. The one on the bottom is straight. Come back down. Now this is working the inner thigh. So my back leg is going up and down, up and down. And what's nice is I have this pillow, and that's providing, I can push down on this other leg. Because some people, and I want to show you, some people like to do it this way, or they don't have a pillow, and that's fine too. This is another way to do it, but trust me, you're going to prefer so much more to have that leg on the bolster. So keep the leg straight, lift and lower, good, and rest, good, let it rest. We're going to do one more set, and then we're going to flip to the other side. So again, this is targeting more the inner thigh, the adductors, lift and lower. Let's go ahead and begin. Again, these are all the stabilizer muscles to the knee. So those of you that don't have access to a towel or a bolster or a pillow, I'm just showing you another option to do it this way, but it's so much more comfortable. If next time you could find a place to grab that bolster, I really encourage you to do that. Lift up, down, good. Keep that leg straight and rest, beautiful. So now we're gonna go to the other side. So I'd like you to flip over. And remember, you can extend your arms out. Some people I'm holding my head up so I can watch you, or even in this position right here. Stack the feet. I have that bottom knee slightly bent. You're gonna flex the foot, lift, lower, lift, lower, good. Now make sure your body's in that perfect line. You're gonna feel this in this muscle right here. And as a matter of fact, it's very common to feel it even sooner than the other one. It's just very normal. It was working even though it wasn't as active in that other set with the other leg. So lift and lower, keep going. Yes. And I want you to think about, something I talk a lot about too, because nutrition is key. It's key for feeling good, what we put in our bodies. And it's a fact, people that do work out tend to eat healthier than people that don't. Did you know that? So I'm very proud of you for not only working out, but I bet you're gonna have some nice fruits and vegetables today, some lean meats. Let's go ahead and stack those feet, some eggs. Okay, it's really important to eat like you live on an island. Lift and lower. Now, are your feet together? Remember, you're just doing a little lift. You're gonna feel it right up in here if you're doing it correctly. Beautiful. So back to the food again, because I do talk a lot about food is fuel. And Hippocrates once said, food is thy medicine and medicine is thy food. So if you're wanting to feel better, not only move this body, but make sure that every meal you have some kind of fruit or vegetable. Your body will thank you for it, and it's gonna operate even better. As a matter of fact, this thing called sleeping and eating well, you tend to sleep better, we think better, less stressed. Good stuff. Good, rest. Now I want you to stack those feet again. We're gonna do a second set. Now some people like to put their feet together. I happen to mine slightly bent. Whatever you're comfortable with. Either way works. Flex the foot, lift and lower. You're doing a great job. Now you're feeling it. I know it's a lot tougher on this second set. Keep going, lift and lower. You're gonna get stronger and stronger. And every day and every way gets better and better. Keep going. Flex that foot. Love it. Oh, keep going. Did you wake up this morning and say, good morning, God, or good God morning? How did you wake up? Lift and lower. Now flex those feet. We're gonna do a second set of the clamshell. So make sure the feet are stacked on top of each other, knees are bent. The bottom leg stays stationary, it's just relaxed. And again, you can extend the arms out. I just happen to like to watch you make sure you're doing it correctly and make sure you got that smile on your face. Lift and lower, lift and lower. Oh, that butt cheek, I know you're feeling it. Now I want you to be thinking about that towel we talked about earlier. On the first set, you can roll up a couple towels, you can double up on a pillow if you happen to have a bolster, because I want you to go ahead and grab that for our next exercise coming up. Let's get 2 more of this. 1 and 2. Good. A little stretch. Again, if you this stretch, you don't have the flexibility to bring it back, that's okay too. We'll be doing some more stretches later. So I want you to grab that bolster if you have it, or double up on your pillow. You're going to put that top leg on top. Now notice how it's at a 90 degree. My bottom leg is extended out straight. My foot's flexed and I'm lifting and lowering. So that back leg, remember the leg is straight. Lift and lower. This is targeting the inner thigh, and having that bolster or that pillow makes it so much more comfortable. Lift and lower. And those of you that don't have access to that pillow, remember, boop, you can push it away, or I'll just show you how you can do it without. But you will be more comfortable. So make that your homework next time, to find a way that you can double up on something to get that leg so it's at a 90 degree. Lift, lower, lift, lower. Perfect. Let's get 1 more and rest. So guess what? 1 more set. I know you can't wait. So put that leg over. If you have that pillow, go ahead and enjoy that nice softness, but don't get too comfy because we're not taking a nap. Lift, lower. So it's almost like you have a string attached to that leg and you're lifting it up to the ceiling. Really think about the inner thigh. Oh, we're thinking about that inner thigh. I know you are. Lift, lower, lift, lower. Let's get 3 more and we're gonna earn a good stretch. That's 2. Don't say I never gave you anything. I'm giving you a good stretch coming up. And 1. Good. So let's go ahead and get on your back again. Beautiful. Let's put 1 foot on top of the other. If I have my left leg with my left foot sitting nicely on top of my right foot, I'm just going to gently push it away. I'm gently pushing it. Feel a good stretch. Hold. That's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch sides. Put your other foot on top. Just a gentle push. And you're going to feel it's open up the hip. This stuff right here. Hold, hold, hold. Beautiful job. All right, this next one, in and out of thigh. Those of you that are a little more advanced, if you would like to get those mini bands, and there's different colored ones with different tension, this will be a good thing to go ahead and put it either above the knee or below the knee with those mini bands, and that's only for advanced people. Otherwise, I'd like your hands underneath your lower body. You're gonna put your feet up in the air and bring it out to the side and bring it back. You're gonna feel, and muscles that you didn't know you had. Oh, out and back. I personally like to put my hands under my lower back or my side. Up. If you feel like this is too intense, just don't go out as far. Just go slightly back down. And those of you that have those mini bands on, I know you're feeling it right now. So out and up. Beautiful. Keep going and make sure you breathe. Never hold your breath. Always want to breathe. In my nose, out my mouth. In my nose, out my mouth. Keep going. Oh, we got time for 3 more. That's 3 and 2 and 1. Beautiful. Let's drop that right leg down. I want you to take your right hand on top of the left knee. Go across your body, looking in the opposite direction. So the opposite. Keep the shoulder blades on the ground, and you're gonna feel a nice stretch in that glute, the hip, maybe even a little bit of lower back, and let's switch, go to the other side. So again, pull that knee in, opposite hand. Take the opposite leg, and I'm looking in my opposite direction. And if you want to feel it more in the glute, just pull it a little bit more diagonal. Shoulder blades are on the ground. Oh, these are so nice. And those with back issues, these are great stretches to do. So pull that knee across, look in the opposite direction. Nice job, everybody. Let's go ahead and do that one more time. I know how much you're loving it. I know I'm loving it. Pull that knee across. Very nice. Good. We're gonna do a second set of what we just did. So feet up in the air. And you can do this with the knees bent, guys. You can do this way if having those legs up is just a little bit too intense for you. So you choose what works for you. Let's keep going. Out, back, out. Making these hips very strong. Keep going. Oh, I love it. And out, back. Let's get 3 more. 3 and 2 and 1. All right, let's get those feet wide. I want you to notice how the feet are wide. My legs are bent. and I'm gonna drop the legs to the side. So this is like a nice little wiper. Go to the other side, and you're gonna feel this in the hip. You're gonna feel a little bit in the lower back, and just keep the shoulder blades on the ground. You're just gently going side to side. Doesn't this feel amazing? Oh, yes, I know it's feeling amazing, and I can hear your body just going, thank you, thank you for moving me. And you're gonna feel so much better from moving your body. Something we need to do every day is move our body. Keep going. Keep moving. A couple more of these So let's pull those knees in again. Gentle rotation. Doesn't matter which direction, because you're going to end up doing both, and then switch the other direction. Just a gentle rotation. Very nice. Okay, connect those fingers up into your hands and pull those knees in the chest. You did a great job on that leg workout. How are they feeling? Nice and strong and healthy? I hope so. So remember to drink your water, get plenty of rest, and recovery is just as important. And always remember to check with your doctor before starting an exercise program. Thank you for joining me.